I have a method for recording the number of rolls that a shooter has at a craps table. If this is what you're looking for, then stay tuned. Hey, my name is Joe and this is my Craps Master journey. Let's make it yours too. The CMJ method, or the Craps Master Journey method, is the simplest method of tracking the rolls at a craps table that I'm going to present in my series. Before we get started though, I want to kind of mention that tracking the rolls at a craps table is not illegal, but some casinos find it to be undesirable. Something that they really prefer you not to do. So when you're doing the tracking at the table, make sure you don't draw big attention to yourself. Don't make a big deal of it. And most casinos will say, hey, who cares? It's the random dice game anyhow. So keep on going. As long as it does not slow our game up, you're good to go. And if it is the case for you where the casino has, a problem with it, then don't use it or find a different casino to go to. Like I said, this is going to be the simplest strategy that I do present, and it's in its purest form. Basically what we're doing is we are tracking the number of rolls that each shooter has. And the reason that we're doing this is that way you know where you should be in the strategy that you're following. Also, you're able to track the number of average rolls that the table is putting out. So, if it goes around and it's a cold table, chances are your rolls will be 3, 4, 5, maybe even 6 at the most per shooter on average. But if it's a warm table, you're going to be hitting those 8s, 9s, 10s, 15s, 20s, and the table's going to keep on doing that. So it helps keep an average for the table going. Also, you can keep an average for the shooters. Each shooter shoots differently. Each one has a different skill set. Each one has a different luck set. And you're going to find that certain shooters have a tendency to roll longer, 10, 15, 20 or more rolls. So let's go over to the table and I'll explain to you how I actually do the Craps Master Journey method for tracking the rolls at the craps table. Before I get started though, hey, if you like the strategies that I'm rolling out, make sure you give me that thumbs up. And if you don't, give me a thumbs down. That's right. Every little bit does help in the YouTube system. But hey, either way, leave a comment letting me know what you like, what you don't like, things you'd like to see different, and things you'd like to see me do in the future. The reason you might use this strategy is simply to let you know where you are in the roll and to compare it to where you should be in the strategy. For example, like my phase 4 strategy, I know that rolls 2 through 7 is my early roll phase, and I'm trying to get to that free roll or that break-even point during those number of rolls. And rolls 8 through 15 is my mid-roll phase. This is where I'm trying to collect some money, but also set myself up for that monster roll. And rolls 15 plus is my monster roll phase. This is where I continue to collect money, but I'm building that base up as high as I can, so the amount of wins is actually getting bigger as it goes. I can use the number of rolls to judge where I'm at according to my strategy. So if I'm falling a little bit behind in my strategy, I'm going to start changing it up a little bit. If the roll count is getting high, but I'm not collecting the amount of money that I want. So you can use it that way. To use the strategy, we're going to start off with 4 coins. We have a penny, we have a nickel, a dime, and a quarter. And for the time being, I'm just going to take the dime and the nickel and put it aside here, and we'll start off with the penny. And hey, if the casino asks you about these coins, just tell them they're your good luck charms or trinkets that you bring along with you all the time. It gives you some luck. So they don't really need to know much about what you're doing and why it's there. Okay, we're going to start off with the penny. And right now, Abe is facing us. And this would be roll number 1. So he's facing it, roll number 1. On roll number 2, we would do 1/4 turn clockwise. So that way he is facing this direction. On roll number 3, he would be facing away. Roll number 4, he'd be facing this way. Roll number 5, we would take the nickel and set it in there. Okay, roll number 6, he's facing us again. 7, he's off to the side. 8, he's facing away. 9, we go another 1/4 turn. And then 10, what we'd do is we would take the dime out and put the quarter back in our stack. And hopefully you kind of get the idea. So we're going to go all the way around. We would get up to 15. We'd bring the nickel out. go all the way around again, and that would be at 20. So once you get to 20, you could take the head or the dime, flip it over so that way you're seeing the tail side of the dime. That means 20. Again, we go all the way around, and then when we get all the way around the nickel again, this is when we bring out the quarter. So now we know that we're at 25 shots. And that's just going to repeat all the way through. If we were to get up to 50 shots, we would flip that quarter over. So kind of an easier way to do it. If you don't want to use the dime, you can throw that aside. You can just do the same thing with the nickel. So we go all the way around for the penny for 5. So that's heads up. Go all the way around for the penny. That would be 10. So just flip that nickel over. So we know that we're at 10. Go all the way around again. We would take that nickel, flip it back for 15, all the way around, flip it over for 20, and then the next time would be the quarter. So that can be kind of confusing. Again, at the table, we're trying to make it as simple as possible. So I kind of prefer using that dime, but it's up to you. However, I'm just trying to give you a couple different options of things that you can do. Hey, as a side note, if you guys haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do so. Remember, it doesn't cost you anything and it helps me out tremendously. Also, click the bell notification to receive notification of all my future videos. Remember, this is my Craftsmaster journey. I really want to make it part of your journey as well. In addition, or an alternative that you could do to this method is having a second set of coins. And I'm going to do that right now. I'm just going to pull these in. I have them off to the side right now. Okay, so we got a second set of coins in here. And what you can do is on the front side, you can actually do your counting. So you can count how many rolls the shooter actually has out there. But on the back side, you can actually record what they're actually throwing. So if you want to get a little bit more specific, you could do that. So again, our front row, we have our penny rolling, or turning for the number of rolls that we have. The back side, we can do the same thing, but that could be recording box number hits. So we can keep on going around, you know, and keep on spinning that thing. We got 4 hits on the front. We could flip it over. We can go 4 more on the back, so you can actually get a total of 8 box hits. So that way you know if the box hits or the box numbers are hitting. We could use the nickel here to record our horn bets, or the horn hits, so that way if you know the 2, 3, 11, or 12 rolls, we can actually document that by rotating the nickel here. So that'll kind of give you an idea of where you're at for the horn number counts. You can use the dime if you want for the come out big res. You can use the quarter here for every time that a point is hit. So we can start off with the head facing us, and every time that a point is hit, you can just do a quarter turn. Again, this in concept seems pretty easy. When you're actually doing it, it actually is kind of hard. So this is something that you do want to practice ahead of time. And, you know, it's not going to take up much room in your pocket to come in with 8 coins, set them up on a tray. Again, just tell them it's your good luck charms. So in summary, remember the Craftsmaster Journey method is a way to track the number of rolls at the table. So how many rolls has that shooter done? And the reason it's important, again, like I said, is that you can use that number of rolls to identify where you should be in your strategy, whether your strategy is keeping up or whether your strategy is ahead and you're making more money than what you anticipated. Which, hey, everybody wants that to happen. But, you know, like I said, if you're off track, you can use the number of rolls to adjust your strategy to what you need. You can also use it to get an average number of rolls at the table, or average number per shooter, so that way you know how to bet more appropriately the next time that the shooter comes up, or whether you should change your strategy at the table if the averages are not meeting what you're expecting. Please leave some comments below here, you know, explaining what you think about the strategy, things that you might do at the casino, things that you would probably change about it. Also, in the top right corner here, click on that link there, and that'll bring you to the video that explains more about how and why you should track the rolls at a craps table. Hey, my name is Joe, and this is my Craftsmaster journey. Let's make it yours too.